Good morning, Emily. You look fresh today. Did you just wake up?
Good morning, Sarah. Yes, I woke up about an hour ago. I usually wake up early in the morning.
What time do you usually get up?
I get up at 6 a.m. When my alarm goes off, I don't stay in bed. I get up right away because I like to start off my day early.
That's a good habit. What is the first thing you do after you get up?
First, I turn off my alarm and sit up in bed for a minute. Then I get out of bed, fold up my blanket, and make up my bed neatly.
Do you like to keep your room tidy?
Yes, I do. A clean room helps me feel calm and wake up properly. After that, I open up the windows to let in fresh air and sunlight.
That sounds nice. What do you do next?
Then I go to the bathroom to freshen up. I wash up, brush my teeth, and get ready for the day. Sometimes I look in the mirror and remind myself to stay positive.
That's great. Do you go straight to the kitchen after that?
Yes, I do. After I freshen up, I head to the kitchen. I like to start on breakfast early so I don't have to rush around later.
What do you usually do first in the kitchen?
First, I put on the kettle for coffee. While the water is heating up, I take out the bread, eggs, and butter. I like to set up everything before I start cooking.
Do you cook every morning?
Yes, I usually cook up something simple. I might fry up some eggs or warm up leftovers from the night before. I try not to skip breakfast because it helps me keep going all day.
That's true. What about your family? When do they wake up?
While I'm in the kitchen, I wake up my kids. I gently call out their names and ask them to get up. Sometimes they want to sleep in, but I help them get moving.
Kids usually don't want to get up early.
That's right. I help them get ready by laying out their clothes and reminding them to wash up. While they're getting ready, I keep an eye on the breakfast.
What about your husband?
My husband usually gets up on his own. While he's getting dressed, I pour out coffee and set out the cups on the table.
Do you all eat together?
Yes, we try to sit down together every morning. Breakfast is the only time we can slow down and talk before the day picks up.
That's really nice. What happens after breakfast?
After breakfast, everyone finishes up eating, and I ask the kids to clear away their plates. My husband heads out for work, and the kids set off for school.
And you stay at home?
Yes, once everyone goes out, I clean up the table and wash up the dishes. I like to get this done early so I can move on to other tasks.
Do you ever feel tired in the morning?
Sometimes, yes, but I don't give in to tiredness. I tell myself to keep on going. Once I finish my morning routine, I feel more active and ready for the rest of the day.
Your morning sounds busy but well organized.
Thank you, Sarah. I believe that if I start off my day well, everything else falls into place.
Emily, after your family heads out, what do you usually do first?
Once everyone goes out, I take a deep breath and start on my house cleaning. I like to clean up right away so the mess doesn't pile up.
Do you follow a plan or just jump into it?
I usually write down my tasks. That helps me stay on track. First, I pick up things that are lying around, like toys, books, and clothes.
That sounds smart. What room do you clean first?
I always start with the kitchen. I wipe down the table, wash up the dishes, and put away the clean plates and cups.
Do you clean the kitchen every day?
Yes, I do. If I don't clean up the kitchen daily, it can get out of control. A clean kitchen helps me feel relaxed.
What do you do after the kitchen?
After that, I move on to the living room. I straighten up the sofa, fluff up the cushions, and dust off the shelves.
Do you use any special tools?
Nothing special. I just pull out a cloth and wipe down the surfaces. I also vacuum up the floor to get rid of dust.
That must take a lot of time.
It does, but I try not to rush through it. If I slow down, I do a better job and don't wear myself out.
What about the bedrooms?
After the living room, I head into the bedrooms. I make up the beds, fold up clothes, and put away anything that's out of place.
Do you clean every room every day?
Not always. Some days I focus on one room. That way I don't burn out. I've learned not to take on too much at once.
That's a good idea. What do you do with laundry?
Laundry is a big part of cleaning. I sort out the clothes first, then I put in a load of laundry and turn on the washing machine.
Do you stay near the machine?
Yes, I usually stick around. While it's running, I clean up the bathroom. I scrub down the sink and wipe out the mirror.
You really use your time well.
I try to. When the washing is done, I take out the clothes and hang out the laundry to dry. On rainy days, I dry out the clothes inside.
Do you enjoy cleaning?
Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, but I remind myself that cleaning helps me look after my family. That thought keeps me going on.
What about the floor?
After the laundry, I sweep up the floors and mop up any dirty spots. I like to work my way through the house, room by room.
Do you take breaks while cleaning?
Yes, I do. I sit down for a few minutes and take a break. I drink water so I don't get worn out.
That's important.
After my break, I get back to cleaning. I check over the rooms to make sure everything looks good.
What do you do with trash?
I gather up the trash and take out the garbage. I don't like to leave it around.
When do you finish cleaning?
I usually finish up by late morning. When everything is done, I step back and look around. A clean house makes me feel proud.
What do you do after that?
Once cleaning is over, I wash up, sit down, and rest for a while. I know I've done my part for the day.
You really keep on going without giving up.
Thank you, Sarah. Cleaning isn't easy, but I stick with it. When my house is clean, my mind feels clear too.
Emily, after you finish up cleaning, what do you usually do in the afternoon?
After I wrap up my cleaning, I like to slow down a little. I sit on the sofa and take a break. Cleaning can really wear me out.
That makes sense. How long do you rest?
Not very long. I rest for about 10 minutes. I don't want to lie around too much or I start to feel lazy.
What helps you pick yourself up again?
I usually get up and make myself a cup of tea. The warm tea helps me cheer up and get back into my routine.
Do you start cooking lunch after that?
Yes, once I feel ready, I head back to the kitchen and start on lunch. I try to plan ahead so I don't run out of time.
What do you usually cook for lunch?
I often cook up something simple. Sometimes I warm up leftovers and other times I put together a fresh meal with rice and vegetables.
Do you enjoy cooking in the afternoon?
I do because I don't have to rush through it. I can take my time and focus on what I'm doing.
What happens when your kids come back from school?
When they get back, I check in with them. I ask how their day went and help them settle down after school.
Do they eat right away?
Yes, I serve up lunch and ask them to sit down at the table. We eat together and I remind them to finish up their food.
What do you do after lunch?
After lunch, I clear away the dishes and wash up again. Then I wipe down the table and put away the leftovers.
That sounds like more work.
It is, but I try not to complain about it. I see it as part of my routine and I just carry on.
Do you rest again after lunch?
Yes, I do. I lie down for a short time and clear my mind.
Do you sleep?
No, I don't doze off. I just relax and clear my mind.
What comes next in your afternoon?
After my short rest, I get back up and look over my to-do list. I like to check off tasks as I finish them.
That must feel good.
It does. Then I help my kids with their homework. If they get stuck, I break down the problem and explain it slowly.
Are they always ready to study?
Not always. Sometimes they put off their homework, but I encourage them to get on with it.
You sound very patient.
I try to be. I calm them down and remind them not to give up.
What else do you do in the afternoon?
In the late afternoon, I set out snacks and pour out tea. This helps everyone hold on until dinner.
Do you do laundry in the afternoon too?
Sometimes, if there's more laundry, I put in another load and hang out the clothes to dry.
Do you ever feel tired again?
Yes, but I don't let it get to me. I tell myself to push through because the day isn't over yet.
What do you do before the evening starts?
Before evening, I tidy up the house a little. I pick up toys and straighten up the living room.
So everything looks neat?
Yes, a tidy house helps me wind down later and get ready for the evening routine.
You really manage your afternoon well.
Thank you, Sarah. I believe if I stay on top of things in the afternoon, my evening goes more smoothly.
Emily, after the afternoon ends, how do you move into your evening routine?
As the evening comes around, I start thinking about dinner. I don't like to put it off, so I head into the kitchen early.
What do you usually do first?
First, I take out the ingredients and set up the counter. This helps me stay organized and not run around too much.
Do you cook every night?
Yes, almost every night. I usually cook up something simple and healthy. Sometimes I cut up vegetables, and other times I warm up food I prepared earlier.
What do your kids do while you cook?
They usually sit down nearby or hang around in the living room. I keep an eye on them while I get on with cooking.
What happens when your husband comes back from work?
When he gets back, we catch up on our day. He takes off his shoes and winds down for a few minutes.
Do you eat dinner together?
Yes, we always sit down together. Dinner time helps us slow down and connect as a family.
What do you talk about during dinner?
We talk over our day. Everyone shares what happened and we listen to each other.
What do you do after dinner?
After we finish up eating, I ask the kids to clear away the table, then I clean up the kitchen and wash up the dishes.
That must be tiring at the end of the day.
It is, but I don't complain about it. I just carry on and get it done.
What about the kids in the evening? What about the kids in the evening? After dinner, I help them with homework or go over their lessons. If they feel tired, I cheer them up and remind them not to give up.
Do they watch TV?
Yes, after homework, they can turn on the TV for a short time. I make sure they don't stay up too late.
How do you prepare them for bed?
Later in the evening, I tell them to wrap up their activities. They brush up on good habits like brushing their teeth and washing up.
Do you read to them?
Sometimes I read out a short story. It helps them calm down and get ready for sleep.
What do you do once the kids fall asleep?
Once they doze off, I sit back and relax. I might put on some soft music or watch a little TV.
Do you use that time for yourself?
Yes, I like to slow down and clear my mind. Sometimes I look back on my day and think about what went well.
Do you prepare for the next day at night?
Yes, I do. Before bed, I set out clothes for the next day and make up a small to-do list so I don't forget about anything.
That sounds very organized.
It helps me stay on track and start off the next day smoothly.
What is your night routine like?
Before going to bed, I turn off the lights, lock up the house, and check on everyone one last time.
Do you feel tired by then?
Yes, but it's a good kind of tired. I lie down, stretch out, and let go of the day's stress.
What time do you usually go to sleep?
I usually go to sleep around 10:30 p.m. I like to get enough rest so I can wake up fresh the next morning.
You really make it through a long day.
Thank you, Sarah. I just take it one step at a time and keep going.